The movie begins in a repopulation bunker after humanity's extinction. A robot is activated and it proceeds to a lab where it takes out a canister containing undeveloped human organisms. It takes out the first, keeps it in a growth chamber, and sets the timer for 24 hours. The undeveloped organism grows into a baby inside the chamber under the set timer. The robot then opens the growth chamber and takes out the baby. Further, it starts growing up the kid into a human. The child begins to grow and the robot participates in every phase of its life. The child passes days snickering and crying, going around and playing, all under the careful attention of the robot. After a few years, the child grows up into a young girl whose daily routine comprises of learning, dancing, making origami creatures, etc. She calls the robot Mother, who gives her a present on one of her birthdays. One day, the baby asks the mother why there aren't any other kids, to which she replies that there used to be before the war. Then she takes the child to the Human Development Lab, where she shows her the underdeveloped organisms and asks what she would like to have, a brother or a sister. The daughter replies both, and then the mother explains that it's a huge task for a mother to grow a child into a responsible human being. After 13,867 days of extinction, the girl is now a teen. She wakes up and watches a few recordings on her tablet while eating. The mother comes in, and the girl notices that the mother's hand is not working properly. The daughter fixes her hand quickly. Later, the daughter could not keep track of time during her expressive dance practices and is late for her morals class with the mother. The mother presents her with a hypothetical situation to teach her to take the right decisions. However, the daughter has her own perspectives. It becomes clear that the mother's fundamental concentration in her schooling is the idea of humanity and endurance. The mother seems stressed about her daughter's test as it's coming up soon. That evening, since the daughter can't sleep, she starts watching a few videos on her tablet until there's a blackout in the office. She goes looking for Mother. However, Mother is out of power. With no other options, the daughter goes to find a torn electrical cable and hears a mouse going around. She lays out her bottle as a trap for the mouse and then tries to fix the wires. Eventually, she's able to bring the power on, and subsequently the mouse also gets trapped in the bottle. Later, when the mother wakes up, she sees the daughter with the mouse. She immediately takes the bottle. The daughter tries to stop her by asking her how the mouse could have survived if there's no life outside the bunker, to which the mother replies that it may be safe now. However, the mother is concerned that the virus from outside may be able to spill inside due to the break in the bunker, and that the mouse may also be a carrier of the virus. Regardless of the daughter's argument, Mother puts the mouse into the furnace and burns it. Later, the mother sanitizes the place. A couple of days later, it's the daughter's birthday, and Mother gives her a present, which makes her happy. During dinner, she asks if she's wrong about the life outside since they've not gone out yet. The mother tells her that her safety is more important than going out. She then asks if she's not enjoying herself there. Later, when the mother robot is switched off, the daughter feels someone's presence in the bunker due to the fluctuation of her bedlight. She goes to check, but she could not find anyone. Then she gets a defensive suit and goes to a closet unit. There she hears something again from the next security section. The little girl reaches the next section, where she hears a lady shouting for help, saying she's been shot. The daughter quickly gets another suit, keeps it in the last section, and comes to the isolated area. Then she opens the gate of the bunker to let the lady in. However, as soon as the gate is opened, a warning sound goes off, waking up the mother, and she rushes toward the entrance. As the lady enters the bunker, the daughter instructs her to put on the suit from the other side. After putting on the suit, the lady asks the daughter not to tell the robot about her. When the mother shows up, the daughter says she opened the trap door for merely a second. The mother scolds her and decides to give her the test right then. She brings the daughter to a classroom, gives her the test with an hour to complete, and exits to complete some lab work. The daughter also leaves behind her and returns to the locked section again to look for the lady. She finds her unconscious, lying on the floor. Immediately, she goes through her backpack and finds a gun in it. She keeps the gun with her and then tries to wake her up. After waking up, she has some water. At this point, the daughter understands that Mother has misled her about the contagion outside. The daughter then takes her to another section to hide her from her mother and leaves, promising her that she'll be back with her medicines. Meanwhile, the mother returns to the airtight chamber, scans it for any external object, and locates a face cover. She picks it up and leaves. In the meantime, the daughter cuts her hand unknowingly while looking for medicine for the lady. The mother reaches the same section where the lady is hidden and puts the face mask in the furnace to burn it. The lady sees this and gets angry and starts looking for her gun, which is not there anymore. When the daughter returns, she tells her about the robot she saw. The girl says that it's the mother. However, the lady tells her that the robots like her mother were the ones to hurt her. Eventually, the mother sees that the daughter isn't taking her test and comes searching for her. The lady hears her coming and gets the gun from the daughter, who starts shouting for the mother, displeasing the woman, and instantly she grabs her. When the mother runs toward them, the lady shoots her. However, before she can cause any severe harm, Mother immediately gets her and incapacitates her. The girl begs her not to kill the lady lady as she wants their help since she's injured. As far as helping the lady is concerned, the mother doesn't have an issue. However, she does not like that the girl has deceived her. They take her to a medical lab where the mother asks the daughter to stay outside and she closes the door. The mother starts preparing penicillin for the lady and asks her what she told her daughter. Further, she reveals that she's kept her daughter away from specific facts because of her primary goal of taking care of humanity. Since the lady rejects to have penicillin from the mother, she leaves with the daughter pursuing her and trying to get information about their discussion. The mother keeps the gun in a drawer and tells her about the robots. She asks the daughter why she had to deceive her into shielding the lady from the risks beyond the bunker. Besides, she says that the boundaries that administer her are unique compared to those of the robots outside. The girl struggles to process the new information. However, she understands the mother, who tells her that if the lady had shot her a few millimeters apart, she would have disabled her CPU. As mother takes care of daughter's hand wound, she inquires whether the lady talked about any other survivors, to which the daughter gestures a no. The girl also feels that the lady would listen to her more than the mother. Afterwards, the daughter goes through her pack where she finds half-eaten corn, a tiffin box, and a book with human pictures drawn in it. Soon, she goes to the medical chamber to talk to the lady about the book drawings. In frustration, the lady blames the daughter for getting caught in that chamber, to which she replies that mother is not what the lady thinks of, since she's taken care of the daughter for her whole life. The lady also feels that the mother has asked her to go through her stuff and question her to know more about her people. After the discussion with the lady, the daughter finds mother fixing herself. She tells mother she is sorry for giving the lady access without thinking about the results. As usual, the mother is calm and composed and tells her she wouldn't have known. Immediately, the daughter tells her that if she can go outside and save other people, to which she says she's never been out of the bunker. Then the mother asks her about the lady's health. She replies that it's worsening. The two of them go to see her, and they see the lady is in excessive pain. The mother lets her know since she did not take the penicillin, she needs to be operated on. The lady refuses to get it done and says that she'll not let the mother touch her. Understanding the situation, the daughter volunteers to carry out the operation. Immediately, she wears the operating kit, checks the injury, and lets mother know where the bullet is in the lady's body. She feels that the most effective way to take the bullet out is to drill in her body. She firmly holds the drill and goes in, while the lady turns her head away. As she removes the bullet, the lady passes out. Later, while the daughter watches a video on her tablet, the lady wakes up and starts removing the instruments from her body. Seeing this, the daughter tells her that it's just saline water and comes to her. They start talking to each other and getting to know one another better. Soon, she also gives her food. Mother notices them from a distance. The following day, the lady looks through her book while the daughter is dozed off sitting in the chamber. She wakes up and sees the lady looking at her paintings in her book. The daughter goes near her and discusses the people in the paintings. After taking her in confidence, the lady tells her about the camp in the mine where she stayed for a long portion of her life. Further, she tells her that she got to the bunker while running away from the robots that killed her step-siblings. The daughter asks her that they should bring the survivors there since they have enough food and supplies. The lady asks her to come with her to the mines, which is more secure. Suddenly, the mother interrupts their discussion and somehow they manage to hide stuff from her. However, the mother immediately takes the backpack and asks the daughter to come with her as she needs to appear for a test. This makes the daughter angry, and she asks the reason behind grabbing the backpack, to which she says that the lady has lied to them since the bullet that she shot at the mother and the one which was extracted from the lady's body are the same. She further says that robots don't use those bullets. Mother points out that another human could have shot the lady. That information stresses the girl. However, she doesn't share the lady's plan. A significant test is developed around mental and moral inquiries for the daughter, checking her judgment and sympathy levels. The two last parts of the test are the physical and clinical. Meanwhile, the mother goes through the contents of the backpack. Once the test is complete, the mother lets the daughter know that her results are over and above anyone's expectations. The mother compliments her for showing restraint through the long term and exhibiting extraordinary performance. As a reward, she asks her to pick an underdeveloped organism and grow it. The girl picks an undeveloped male organism and places it in the development chamber, setting the clock for 24 hours. In the meantime, the woman creates a weapon by breaking a corner of the chamber. Suddenly, the daughter appears before her and confronts her regarding the bullet. The lady immediately makes her doubt mother's anecdote about the bullet, persuading her to check for herself. After checking, she finds that the shots are unique in size and concludes that the mother misled her. There, she finds a cabinet with no name. She goes to the human development lab, and the daughter checks the underdeveloped organism number 2. She looks at the developing organism holders and understands that she wasn't the first, but the third kid that's been grown. She checks the reports for the other developed humans and mentions that the subject was a disappointment. However, the youngster in the photograph seems to be a daughter when she was was more youthful. The archive has the subject as cut off. Eventually, she finds the ashes of the previously developed human and locates her jaws in the ashes. All this information disturbs the girl, and she goes to talk to the woman again, realizing she was correct about everything. The woman further lets the daughter know that all she feels is normal and human, unlike the mother. That prompts the daughter to ask how much more time it would require for them to get to the mines, since she has decided to go there with the lady. The lady confirms it will only take a few hours. However, the daughter says that they'll have to wait for her sibling to gestate entirely so she can take him too. The lady tells her that they can leave and find support from individuals of the mine to get him out. However, the daughter is firm about taking her sibling with her. They decide to wait for him and then return for the others later. The following day, the daughter packs the provisions for their expedition. When the mother discovers her doing so, she lies that she's preparing things for her siblings. So the mother takes her to the kitchen to guide her to prepare milk for him, and she then tells her that she'll make an incredible sister. Subsequently, the mother leaves the kitchen and locks the girl in, since she understands what she's preparing for. The mother goes to the medical chamber to confront the lady, while daughter attempts to get herself out of the kitchen. Reaching the clinic, she plays a recording of the lady's discussion with the daughter, telling her that she's aware of her plan. Meanwhile, the girl uses gas to freeze the glass of the door, and on the other hand, the lady attacks the mother with her prepared weapon and weakens her for a while. However, she gets back up and grabs the lady's throat. The daughter lights the lighter to ignite the fire alarm, leading the mother to leave the lady and rush to find out the possible cause of the alarm. The lady manages to escape the clinic and meet the daughter. They both decide to leave the bunker right then. Eventually, they get to the entryway. However, mother tracks them down quickly. When the lady sees her coming closer, she takes the daughter as a captive, forcing the mother to open the door. Seeing her daughter in trouble, mother allows both of them to get away from the bunker. Outside the bunker, the girl rebels and assaults the woman. However, the lady convinces her to continue further. As they walk toward their objective, a drone hovers over them, but they manage to hide in a cornfield to prevent it from following. The lady tells her about corns and their plants. She says that the plants weren't there before 6 months, and it was tough for people to breathe. After a long walk through the ruined earth, they reach the ocean side with an enormous shipwreck and many freight holders. The daughter takes some time to feel the seawater on her legs. A dog bark breaks her attention, and she goes to one of the lying containers, which is evidently the lady's house. The lady reveals that she escaped the mines a long time back because individuals living there started treating each other horrendously. She tells daughter that finding them would be no help since they have all gone frantic in hunger. Girl gets stunned hearing everything and feels horrible for abandoning her sibling. Although the lady tries to convince the daughter to stay, she ultimately leaves her and returns to the bunker alone. When the daughter returns to the bunker, the robots who are protecting it point their weapons at her, aiming for her heart. However, they let her pass when she says she wants to speak to mother. The door opens for her to enter, and she promptly walks in. To prevent the robots from coming inside, the daughter snatches a hatchet and starts searching for the mother. Suddenly, she hears her sibling crying, making her desperate to see the kid. When the girl looks at mother and the kid, the mother calls her to show him to her. Further, mother asks her to come closer, abandoning the axe. As mother makes sense of her motivation and the reason for returning to the bunker, the daughter continues to keep her defenses to her. The mother tells her that her goal was to create a superior human, better than the ones that destroyed the planet, as well as themselves. The girl asks for permission to hold her sibling and approaches the mother. At this point, she drops the hatchet, as if she settled on her conclusion. The daughter confronts her about how she cared for different kids before her, and slowly she prepared to get away from there. The mother tells her she's holding the child too tightly and walks toward her, when the daughter attempts to escape, trapping the mother by blocking the entry. As the daughter moves to the other room, she grabs the firearm in her hands. Meanwhile, the other robots start moving outside. The mother attempts to free herself from the entryway, when the daughter appears before her with the gun, mocking her for calling the other robots. The mother tells her there is no difference between her and other robots and machines in the world. Mother gives her a choice: either stay with her and raise her sibling, or leave the bunker without him. The girl gives her the third option, to let her raise him herself, and she asks the mother for the opportunity to show her what she can do. On the other hand, the robots stop entering the chamber, and thanks to mother, who then tells her to kill her. The daughter shoots her CPU after saying she won't require her any longer. The girl leaves crying, carrying the entire human race on her back. At the same time, the lady finds a tracker in her pack, and mother appears at her home in the form of a different robot. She lets the lady know that she has satisfied her motivation, suggesting that she was one of the infants brought into the world before daughter. In the last scene of the film, the daughter is seen singing to her sibling and keeping an eye on the other kid in the undeveloped organism room. If you enjoyed that recap, I got a good feeling that you'll like this one too. Click on the video on your screen for more.